Welcome to today's table tennis tutorial. In this video, we'll break down a high-level combination technique, the backhand drop short, followed by a forehand loop against a half-long push. This sequence is a great way to control the short game and transition into an attacking position, giving you an edge against defensive players or opponents who rely on deep pushes. To help you train efficiently, we'll be using multi-ball drills to simulate real game scenarios. This allows you to practice timing, precision, and footwork without waiting for a rally to develop. If you're new to the backhand drop short or forehand loop against backspin, or if you want to refine these skills, check out our previous tutorials, which are also added at the end of this video. By the end of this session, you'll learn 1. How to execute a precise backhand drop short. 2. How to recognize a half-long push and react instantly. 3. How to transition from defense to attack with a forehand loop. 4. The best multi-ball drills to train this combination effectively. Let's get started. 1. Your partner feeds a short push to your backhand. 2. You perform a controlled backhand drop short. 3. Your partner then feeds a half-long push to your forehand. 4. Step in and attack with a forehand loop. 5. Reset and repeat. Start at a slow pace, focusing on precision and timing, then gradually increase speed. Step 1. The backhand drop short. The backhand drop short is a soft touch that keeps the ball low over the net, preventing your opponent from attacking. Here's how to do it. 1. Relax your wrist and keep your racket slightly open. 2. Use a gentle touch to absorb the spin and reduce the ball's speed. 3. Place the ball as short as possible while keeping it low. Aim to get the ball bounces at least twice on your opponent's side. 4. Stay ready for the next shot. Don't just admire your drop short. Multi-ball training tip. Have your training partner feed you short backspin balls so you can focus on touch and placement. Step 2. Recognizing the half-long push. After your drop short, your opponent might try to push again, but this time the push could be half-long. This means the second bounce lands near the end of the table, making it too deep to drop short again, but not quite long enough to attack comfortably. To react properly, 1. Read the ball's trajectory. If it's bouncing near the end line, prepare to attack. 2. Step in quickly and adjust your stance. Be ready to loop before the ball drops too low. 3. Decide on your shot. Do you go for control or power? Step 3. Forehand loop against the half-long push. Now it's time to attack. The forehand loop is your opportunity to take control of the rally. Here's the key technique. After you drop short, return to ready position, stay low. Wait for the ball to rise slightly before making contact. Use a brushing motion to generate topspin and lift the ball over the net. Follow through with your stroke, finishing high for control and spin. Multi-ball training tip. Have your partner feed a half-long push repeatedly so you can practice stepping in and looping smoothly. To summarize, use a soft touch on your backhand drop short to keep the ball low and bounce at least twice on your opponent's side. Recognize when your opponent's push is half-long, it's your chance to attack. Step in and execute a strong forehand loop with good topspin. Train with multi-ball drills to sharpen your reactions and footwork. If you want to refine your backhand drop short or forehand loop, check out our detailed tutorials linked at the end of this video. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more table tennis tutorials. Drop your questions in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's tutorial, we are showing you how to play a forehand loop against a half-long push. The forehand loop is one of the most powerful and essential attacking shots in table tennis, especially when you're facing a half-long push from your opponent. Mastering this technique will allow you to take control of the rally, put pressure on your opponent, and create opportunities to finish the point. Let's break down every detail, from positioning and footwork to timing and racket angle, so you can execute a strong, consistent forehand loop against a half-long push. First, you need to recognize whether the ball is a half-long push. A half-long push is a ball that lands not too short to require a delicate touch, but not long enough to be an easy drive. The key here is anticipation. Watch your opponent's racket contact. If they use a pushing motion with a slightly open angle, expect a backspin or light underspin ball. The earlier you read the spin and depth, the better you can prepare for your loop. Position yourself so that the ball is slightly in front of your body. Your knees should be bent, weight slightly forward, and your upper body low to maintain balance. This stance allows you to generate power from your legs and hips, not just your arm. Timing is critical when looping a half-long push, and your contact point should adapt to each ball. For higher bouncing pushes, aim to strike at the peak of the bounce for maximum control and power. Against very heavy backspin, you might need to contact after the peak, as the ball starts descending. This gives you extra time to generate upward brush and ensures cleaner spin reversal. Your backswing should be compact but dynamic. Bring your racket back and down, keeping your elbow slightly bent and relaxed. The height of your backswing depends on the amount of backspin. More backspin means a lower starting point to brush up the ball, while a lighter push allows a slightly more forward swing. The most important part of the forehand loop against a half-long push is the contact. Unlike a flat hit, a loop requires you to brush the ball to overcome the backspin. Your racket angle should be slightly closed, and you need to accelerate upward and forward at the moment of impact. Focus on grazing the ball with a smooth, accelerating motion. Imagine you're trying to lift the ball over the net while driving it forward. The ideal contact point is slightly in front of your body, ensuring maximum power and spin. Power in the forehand loop comes from your legs and core, not just your arm. As you initiate the stroke, shift your weight from your back foot to your front foot, rotating your hips and shoulders forward. This kinetic chain adds speed and spin to your shot. After contact, follow through naturally. Your racket should finish high and in the direction of your target, with your body weight fully transferred forward. A complete follow-through ensures consistency and helps you recover quickly for the next shot. Not all half-long pushes have the same amount of backspin. Against heavy backspin, you'll need to brush more vertically, using your legs to lift the ball. If the push is lighter or has a slight float, you can drive through the ball more while still maintaining topspin. Always watch your opponent's racket angle and adjust your stroke accordingly. Sometimes even a small change in racket angle can make the difference between a successful loop and a net error. Once you've mastered the basic technique, start working on placement. A well-placed loop can put your opponent under immediate pressure. Aim for wide angles to stretch your opponent or target their weaker side. You can also vary the speed and spin. Sometimes a slower, spinnier loop can be just as effective as a fast one, especially if it forces your opponent out of position. The key is to stay unpredictable while maintaining consistency. To build confidence in this shot, practice with a partner or a robot feeding half-long pushes. Start with slow, controlled loops, focusing on clean contact and spin. Gradually increase speed and power as you improve. Repetition is key to developing muscle memory. The forehand loop against a half-long push is a game changer in table tennis. It turns a defensive ball into an offensive weapon, putting you in control of the point. With the right footwork, timing, and brushing technique, you'll be able to handle any half-long push with confidence. Keep practicing, stay patient, and soon, this shot will become a reliable part of your attacking arsenal. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more table tennis tips. Let me know in the comments how your forehand loop is improving. I'd love to hear about your progress. See you in the next video.
That's 10 in a row.
Welcome to our table tennis tutorial. Today, we're breaking down one of the most strategic and deceptive strokes in the game, the backhand drop short. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, mastering this technique will give you a huge advantage over your opponents. It's perfect for catching your opponent off guard and forcing them into awkward positions. Let's get started. First, let's talk about positioning and readiness. Stand close to the table with your feet shoulder-width apart and knees slightly bent. Your weight should be on the balls of your feet, ready to move in any direction. Staying low and balanced is crucial because this stroke requires quick reactions. If you're too upright or too far from the table, you'll struggle to execute it effectively. Always be prepared to adjust your position based on where the ball lands. Next, your grip and racket angle. Use a shake hand grip or your preferred grip and keep your racket slightly open, angled upward. This helps control the ball's trajectory. Hold the racket loosely for better touch and feel, which is crucial for this stroke. Now, reading the ball. A backhand drop short is most effective against a short backspin serve, or when your opponent plays a drop short. The key is to recognize the ball's spin and speed early. Move quickly to the ball using your right leg or left leg, if you're left-handed, to get into the optimal position. Timing and footwork are key here. If you're too slow, you'll end up reaching for the ball, which ruins your control and accuracy. Always stay light on your feet and ready to pounce. Once you're in position, focus on soft touch and control. This is where finesse matters more than power. Use a gentle, controlled motion to absorb the ball's energy rather than adding force. Brush the ball lightly with your racket, aiming for precision over power. Think of it like catching an egg. Too much force, and it'll break. Too little, and it'll fall. The goal is to keep the ball low and close to the net. Practice this motion slowly at first, then gradually increase your speed as you build confidence. Now, let's talk about placement. Aim to place the ball close to the net so that it bounces at least twice on your opponent's side. This limits their ability to attack and forces them into a defensive position. If the ball bounces too far from the net, your opponent might counter with a strong attack. Vary your placement, wide angles, or straight, to keep your opponent guessing. Mixing it up will make it harder for them to anticipate your next move. For example, aim for the corners to stretch your opponent, or play it straight to catch them off guard. After playing the drop short, recover quickly. Keep your follow-through short and controlled, and be ready for your opponent's next move. They might counter with a drop short, push, or even a flick, so stay alert and in position. Recovery is just as important as the stroke itself. If you're too slow to reset, you'll give your opponent an easy opportunity to take control of the rally. Always return to your ready position with your racket up and your body balanced. To master this stroke, practice is essential. Work on your touch and control by practicing with multi-ball or a partner. Focus on keeping the ball low and short, and pay attention to the spin of the incoming ball. Start slow and gradually increase the pace as you build confidence. The more you practice, the more natural this stroke will feel during matches. You can also practice against different types of spins to improve your adaptability. Finally, when to use the backhand drop short. It's perfect against short backspin serves or when your opponent plays a drop short. Use it to disrupt their rhythm, force a weak return, or as a variation to keep them guessing. It's a game changer when used at the right moment. Remember, the goal is to keep your opponent off balance and prevent them from attacking comfortably. By mixing up your shots, you'll keep them guessing and gain the upper hand in rallies. And that's how you play a backhand drop short in table tennis. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips and techniques to level up your game. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.